Hi, everybody. John here with PT Services Group. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to PTS Dan with Dan Hudak. How are you, Dan?
Great, John. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So let's talk about sales engagement and not being boring. So sometimes we're selling stuff that doesn't really get people excited or their gears going, so to speak. So how do you capture the imagination of a prospect and get them going where they're curious to hear more? They want further engagement, which takes them through your process, excited, looking for more, wanting more. And I think that plays a big role. We do it here with PT, where I was going through a process with somebody who we were hiring here at PT. And I was trying to understand, could she do that over the phone via Zoom like this? Or was she going to struggle if she wasn't face to face with them and those kinds of conversations? So not being boring, capturing the imagination. How do you help salespeople do that?
Two things. Number one, we have to sell to the child in the person. The child is the part, it's the ego state that wants things, that gets excited. And too many times we get in there and we're all intellectual. Let me show you all these charts and graphs, and we're trying to sell to the adult. Number two, if they fall asleep, you're doing a bad job. And one of the things that causes prospects to fall asleep is when they know exactly what you're doing and where you're going. So we have to change things up. We have to I always talk about, it's like hitting them with a 2x4 right in the face. Wham! We have to stun them. And part of that could be like little stories. So for example, I was meeting with a prospect who said, hey, I was wondering if Sandler does one-day seminars. I don't know how to answer that because maybe they like one-day seminars, maybe they don't. So I just told a story. Hey, it's funny. I was talking to a friend of mine who came back from a one-day seminar. He said, I loved it. I think one-day seminars are amazing. What do you think about what my friend said? If the person goes, well, I don't like what your friend said, I go, well, me either.
I don't know them.
They go, I like what your friend says. I go, so do I. What do you like? And we just talk. They don't know where that's going. Let me give you a second example. Someone says, hey, give me a quote. My response is not a problem. Well, I do have a problem. I really don't do quotes. And I just get real quiet. It stuns them. They don't know where to go. And that keeps them on their toes. And let me throw out the third one. And for some of you, you're not going to be able to do this. It takes a lot of courage. Cold calling. If I cold called you, John, and I'd said, hey, John, Dan Hudak with Sandler, and I just got quiet, you're like, yeah. And then what if I said, how can I help you? Who are you again, right? And it stuns them. And that's the stuff that keeps people on their toes. They don't know where you're going.
Yeah, neat stuff. I like where you started too, though, with that child, that inner child. And what comes to mind for me is Amazon and packages in my house. And somebody in my house will order something, and that the moment they order it, they're clicking on the track shipment. You just ordered it. It's not gone anywhere. So, but there's that inner child of that excitement of something coming for them, and they're eager to get it. So,
well, that's a really good point. And then it shows up and you know exactly what it is, but you're all excited. I never get that excited when I go to a store and buy something off the shelf.
No.
I only get that excited when I get to open it.
Right.
It's the child.
Yep. It is. It is. Great stuff. Thanks, everybody. See you again tomorrow.